Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, and I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste? Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the moolies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
14. Twos. Harbaugh. Shell.
To throw on second down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. He spins free. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
fellas. Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He's to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Nick Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
1st down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A give, this is Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, Mayfield, flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
Detroit!
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Mayfield now from the 50. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get get this one across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Goff. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
All right, now look at 56. Look at
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They pitch it to Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Watch him now, Barney.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was put. I know them. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff going for the deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. That's a nice second down for him.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Brandon Cooks. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking. About one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Orange.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football?
Here we go now.
We're not seeing it right now.
3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit!
Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On first down, gone. They throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trying to lay one up deep, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl. but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything.
Oh,
Right?
next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
He's going to rifle one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Watch it now, Barney. Over
Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Second down, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity?
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Wolf. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, 70 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. He got 29 yards that time. They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running. Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Eluded, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Go, 12, go. 17.
Now it's gone. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket. Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. That's caught out left by Premy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Brockers in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.